This little deck of cards came out so cute. They're just friends and they like to go slow. Hi everyone, I'm back in my second vlog. I'm Liz Boyd, I run Susan Paradis Piano Teaching Resources, and I've started this vlog series just so that I can show my behind the scenes and just share what I'm up to with you guys. And so I need to illustrate some stickers for my sticker club. And if you aren't familiar, I have the Betty Sue Sticker Club. Every month I illustrate 3 sticker sheets, brand new art, craft some stickers here in my studio, and I mail them out to my members. Music themed stickers. So let me get started making these stickers. The day I bought my silhouette portrait, which is the machine I use to make my stickers, literally changed my life. It just kind of feels like my style of art is meant to be stickers, and I didn't know that until I made my first sticker sheet, and I was like, this is my destiny! So for those of y'all who've been familiar with my shop before, the shop that my mom started out as a humble blog and then she morphed it into a shop. I explain a lot of the history in vlog episode 1 if you want to go back and watch that one. Her store was exclusively digital downloads up until now. And with the printables, you get a studio license, meaning that you can print them out as many times as you want, and it's a really great deal. But over the years, a lot of people were asking me for physical copies of things. For my mom, that was an absolute no. She didn't want to do that because the way that digital downloads are set up is you set them up there and then that's all you have to do is just upload them onto the website. There's no shipping, no fulfillment, no picking, no need to store any inventory inside your house. It's actually a really great business model, but something inside me, I think because I'm a little bit of a crafter and I also worked in the digital art field for so long that I am just itching to hold things in my hand. I've been getting orders for physical copies of things, and it's been so fun to pack up. So I've got a couple orders to pack up right now. So let's go do that. So it's really fun when I start on a new project. So I'm going to start off with a general just brain dump on what I'm going to need to plan out this project and to create Don't Loot My Ledger Lines. In episode 1 of my vlog, you see me printing out an existing game that is available on the website called Don't Swipe My Sharp. And this is similar gameplay, but instead of learning about accidentals in music, it's going to be helping students to memorize their ledger lines just for quicker sight reading. So that means, luckily, I don't have to come up with a complete game system behind this like I normally do, but I still do need to sit down and just kind of brain dump all my thoughts and then decide the best way to attack this project. Ooh, I just realized that what's going to really help me plan this out is going to be one of the pages that I offer in my Back to Basics bundle. That is a set of piano teaching aids that is all just black and white and very basic, but this is going to help me visualize those ledger lines and figure out exactly how many cards I need to make. Now to start doing some designing, a little bit of art. Okay, I always feel like the hardest part of making these games for me isn't even coming up with the rules or the concepts or creating the art. It's the formatting of the paper, the print pages, to make sure that the fronts and the backs line up. Okay, time to do some test prints to see if everything is lining up correctly. Wish me luck! Okay, that felt like an IQ test, but I've got it all printed out. Yeesh. I've got the front of the cards all here, so I've got ledger lines both on the bass clef and on the treble clef, and I've got some loop cards as well. And then on the back, I've got their coordinating card backs designs, because some of them are red and some of them are yellow. So I decided that yellow felt more treble clefy to me and red felt more bass clef. I don't know. I also just want to point out, you might notice that in the ones that I use, I don't have any of the cutting lines because I do it all by measurements on my big cutting machine. But if I were to create a digital version of this, I would go through and add the cut lines on it. So now I get to go through and cut this, and hopefully I don't make any mistakes because that would require reprinting. Yes, while I'm doing all of this card stuff, I am also still printing and cutting out all of my sticker club things. So those will be going out soon. I still have a couple of them to do. It actually makes me really happy that I have so many to do, and I'm hoping in the future I have to make more and more and more. I thought I would show you some of my favorite designs of this particular sticker sheet. On this page, my favorite design is the little Polaroid picture of the Adagio pals. I think that's so cute. They're just friends and they like to go slow. My second favorite is the stack. I'm just obsessed with stacks of animals. I will draw that motif a lot, so I just love that these guys are all getting a ride on the turtle. I think that's so cute. And I could see myself turning the Polaroid picture one into a big die-cut vinyl sticker and selling that on my shop individually. And another one that I thought that I might do as a vinyl sticker is this one with the little writ in the clouds. I love this. It's just a reminder that it's okay to take it slow. Just slow down. It's just a little play on words, and we've got a sloth reading a book and listening to music and sitting in a hammock. And then of course I love my little guys. So cute. This little deck of cards came out so cute. These are also standard card size. So like poker cards, they're a little bigger than the don't swipe my sharp cards, which I don't really think that matters. If y'all have strong opinions about card sizes, let me know. But often it's just limited to what can be printed on an 8.5 by 11 letter size paper and use as little paper as possible. And that often that dictates the size of the cards. But they also still have to be usable. They can't be so small that they're hard to pick up. Of all the papers I've used for creating deck of cards, this has been the best paper so far, but I am still on my mission to find the perfect paper. But you saw me earlier do some test shuffles on them, and this totally worked. I kind of just feel like my desk is getting messier and messier as this video goes on. I mean, my whole studio is becoming a mess. But that's okay. That's how I work. I get really messy and then I clean it all up. But I wanted to show you guys these inserts. I put these in my sticker club envelopes just to help reinforce and keep the stickers nice and flat. And so I fold them up into a trifold. You know, I used to do that without scoring it because I didn't have any scoring tools. And then I saw someone else was actually using their paper cutter as a scoring tool because it has this notch in here. And I found that one of my tools I use for clay is actually really good. This looks to be about a 4mm ball. Anyways, so you can see how I do that on this piece here. Okay, I finally got all my stickers printed out. I've got all of my backing cards printed out. Got all of my tri-folded sheets printed out and folded. I'm on my very last light blue envelopes, but I have a ton more of medium blue envelopes, which I'm a little disappointed they're medium blue, but they're still very pretty. All I need left is my little cellophane bags that protect the stickers. And it's time to start packing up. I just had a thought. Snail mail. I'm definitely going to have to make that sticker for the outside of the envelopes. Snail mail. Yes. I'm so excited to make that snail mail sticker. I'm going to do it for my thermal printer, so it's just a black and white sticker, but the stickers I have are this pretty iridescent. Anyways, I like to do these kinds of stickers just for the outside of the envelopes, just because it's so quick and easy and it doesn't involve my silhouette or anything. So yeah, I'm really excited. I love when things work out this way, and I'm kind of embarrassed I just now thought of it. But I've got a lot of snail art, so let's get cracking. So glad I thought of that snail mail thing just in the nick of time, because that's the sort of thing I would have woken up in the middle of the night and been like, snail mail! So I want to thank you for following along with me on today's adventure, this vlog. Like, even since sitting here, I've got a couple more physical orders to pack up, so I'm really excited to do that, but I don't need to film it. But I want to thank everyone who has been ordering anything from the shop. And if you ever have any ideas for stickers, leave them in the comments. I'd be happy to make a sticker theme with your ideas. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. That way it can be pushed out to more like-minded people and we can build a community here. I think that would be really fun.